Really? Of all the ones to listen to.
I know. I don't know why I didn't. I'll listen to it tomorrow.
But yeah, I'm sorry it took so long. I stopped at Walmart, and then
Put your phone away.
you can have
Where
your
are we
phone.
going?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm ready. Hey, subscribers.
No, I stopped at Walmart, and I asked the lady. I said, "Do you have a USB splitter?"
No way she knew what you were talking about.
She looked at me like I asked her to fly her to the fucking moon.
Well, that would be fake.
I would have no idea what you were saying if you asked me.
So I said, USB bunch of ports. She goes, I think we have those. Let me walk you through 6 aisles to tell you we don't have them. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? So I'm like, all right, bye. And I went to Best Buy and got one.
Where's Best Buy?
Where is there
Right down 76.
one?
Oh, it's right by where you get onto the highway.
I'm going to end up eating all these M&Ms.
Oh, yeah. Dude, when
Will
you
you-
were gone, I don't even want to tell you the amount I ate. God's mad at me right now because I fricked up my Lent.
While you were gone, we really did some magical stuff on this.
We did some damage.
I can't wait for you to hear it.
Should have had the cameras rolling.
No.
I do want to bring it back up that your what you gave up for Lent is less than what you gave up last year. Would you like to tell?
It's not less.
No, it's not. Listen.
She gave up
listen.
sweets
No, listen.
after
it's my
dinner.
Lent.
And pizza.
It's my
You're
Lent.
screaming in my ear.
Okay, so last year, so I have an addiction to like sugar and stuff. So last year I gave up all sugar completely, and I did great at it. Didn't cheat it once. Did great.
You've already cheated this one.
Yes. But listen, I gave up sugar after dinner, and also I gave up pizza in its entirety for the whole 45 days of Lent. So the pizza I
thought
haven't...
Lent was 40 days.
No, it's 45. So the pizza I haven't cheated at all.
What's 40 days, though? And how long is Lent? It's 40 days.
It's 45
Aren't you
weeks.
Catholic?
Yeah.
I'm not, so I don't do Lent or know anything about it.
How long? Hey,
I
Siri.
promise you it's 45 days.
Hey, Siri.
It's in my countdown.
Did you go to Catholic school?
Yeah,
I went to Catholic school.
I did too.
How long is Lent? Got a new 5G. It lasts for 40 days.
Don't get me started on 5G. I was just bitching about it this morning. Because everyone has 5G and I don't, I get no service anywhere. I cannot get anything to load on my phone anymore.
So is Lent over on Easter?
Yes.
And it starts on Ash Wednesday.
It lasts for 40 days, not including Sundays, because these are
cheat
seen
days.
as holy celebratory days by Christians. This means Lent ends on Saturday, April 3rd in 2021, the day before Easter Sunday.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it's
So 40 days.
In total, it's 45 days. And so, like,
So even Lent has cheat days?
yeah, so if you, like, choose to, you can, like, eat what you, or do what you gave up on Sundays. So for instance, if I gave up sugar, I could eat it on Sundays. Does that make sense?
Well,
But I don't follow that. Like, I give it up no matter what. Except for the sugar, it's just really hard. It's hard because right after dinner, like, I just want to, like, give myself a nice little dessert.
Is that why that's definitely why you said you wanted pie before your chicken nuggets?
Yes.
Speaking of pie,
I can't have any.
Speaking of what pie?
my parents made homemade chocolate cream pie.
What's your favorite?
Gluten-free, dairy-free, and it's so good.
It's really good. You're going to say, that's not good.
Are Chick-fil-A fries gluten-free? That's why you can eat them?
Mm-hmm. They even have like grilled
All
nuggets.
fries
and they
are
have,
gluten-free.
Yeah.
Are they really?
McDonald's
I
fries
just
have like a
assume
weird
anything with bread.
seasoning on them that has gluten in it, but like,
So you can't have McDonald's fries?
I mean, I still eat them because it's just this, like, they're not gluten. The seasoning has gluten in it.
That thing you turned off.
No, it just went dormant.
So that one will do it eventually.
Just so you can have your thing.
Hi. Hello. All right.
What was I gonna say? I don't know. Oh yeah. You watched your video before we did this. I didn't like hearing any of it.
I think you should tell the viewers why we're here in the first place.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know when I'm gonna post this one, but this is the start of Conspiracy Week. I have one other person I want on.
Who?
You don't know him.
Okay.
Probably not as good as us.
He's more, but He's more Bigfoot conspiracy. You guys are more the Earth is flat,
Bigfoot?
no gravity. If you're about to make fun of Bigfoot, yet we're gonna do a flat Earth conversation.
Bigfoot makes no sense. It pisses me
literally
off.
makes no
It's the
sense.
stupidest thing ever. You can don't even.
However, do you believe in the Loch Ness monster?
I believe
Like Godzilla.
No, Godzilla's stupid too.
I believe in the Loch Ness monster, not in fresh water. And I know that's what the Loch Ness... Like, I believe there are things out there that are big, like the Loch Ness monster.
Well, then
So you're
don't
just
believe
picking
in
and
the Loch
choosing which fairy tale you want to believe in. Do you believe in Shrek?
Okay, listen. I believe things that make sense. Bigfoot
The
makes
Loch
no...
Ness monster makes
I'm
sense.
not saying the Loch Ness...
Nessie. And,
Yes,
And Bigfoot.
it does though. Like, there are sightings of it. People have drawings of like what they've seen and like can verbally and like vividly describe what they have seen. Obviously, you can make that stuff up, but like, however, water is so unknown to us. We don't know anything about water. So if a lake is big enough for something to hide in it and it's dark enough and murky enough, I sure as crap believe in the Loch Ness monster. Just as much as I believe in mermaids, werewolves,
Mermaids are
and
for sure
vampires.
real. You can't tell me mermaids aren't real.
No. And I truly do believe in witches.
But we draw the line at Bigfoot. We have
makes
mermaids,
no sense.
werewolves,
It makes-
vampires, Iron Man, Loch Ness monster, but Bigfoot, not a snowball's chance in hell.
Anyone can dress up in a Bigfoot costume and
Do you believe in
run
the
around.
abominable snowman?
There are
No.
12-year-olds that put fins on their head and swim through pools. There's not sharks there.
Well, obviously, but like...
Oh, it's obvious now.
But somebody would say that there's a shark in the pool because Americans are just that dumb.
You can't say that as we're about to sit here and say shit.
As you're about to defend everything.
Morgan. Now we sound stupid. First step is always establish credibility.
You're off to a good start with.
No.
So, hold on. Vampires. Let's start with that one. Do you know anyone that you think might be a vampire?
No.
Or a werewolf?
This is what Morgan believes in that a little more than I do. I believe that there's like witches. I think that stuff's definitely real.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Magic.
Vampires and
Voodoo.
werewolves, I just think
You're a
can't close-
teacher.
Don't disclose that.
What do you teach? You don't teach science, do you?
I do sometimes. We're learning about matter. It's like the states of matter.
Like, do you ever like pull
tell
a
them
kid
what that your one student said about the flat earth. That
Oh,
you
yeah.
texted all us about.
I did have a student, so we were learning about, this is when I was back at my old school, but we were learning about fact versus opinion because we were doing opinion writing. And for like a warm up, we're like, okay, like what are some facts? Like give us stuff that you know for sure is facts. People were listing off like we live in the city of Milwaukee, like the capital is Madison, like, just random stuff. And then a kid raises his hand, call him, he says, the earth is round. I was sitting there trying so hard to keep it together, and I was like, It was just so funny, and I was like, I can't
posted
believe I
something.
teach these kids.
Are you 100% like believe the Earth isn't round?
No.
No.
Neither
I
one of us
truly
are.
don't believe.
Like you guys think
The
that
Earth
we
is
actually think the earth is
round.
flat.
I think that the Earth being flat brings a good argument to the table.
Okay.
I really
Yes,
do think
like-
that they have a lot of evidence behind it. However, I don't believe the Earth is flat.
Okay.
Like
For the record.
yes, like
So let's get into it then. Let's.
What do you have?
Give me your evidence. I'm just bringing my backpack here.
What the
what is it there?
so scared.
Just you're fine. Oh no, it's in my other bag. Sorry.
What?
Let's start with your video then. So you listen to. I'm knocking over the world map. The.
Okay, so this is what if you're gonna believe the earth is flat, you have to first, what is it called, distrust in where your source is coming from.
Okay.
Everything we know about the space comes from NASA
Everything.
Or the government.
or the government.
Okay.
So that also goes into a whole like the government doesn't tell us everything, which I'm sure everyone believes in.
Just continue.
Like,
I mean,
here's the
I'm gonna let
biggest
you do
thing.
your whole thing.
This is how you build distrust. You only know what the government wants you to know about anything in general. So whatever
Okay.
comes onto the news, whatever gets pushed out to textbooks and school and like everything, it's literally only what the government wants you to know. As far as space, you only know what NASA decides to tell you. So in terms of like extraterrestrial life, it's for sure out there. There's tons of evidence, which is why they just passed a bill that this CIA and NASA have to release everything.
It was in the COVID relief bill, yes.
150 years of everything that they know about extraterrestrial life. And it's coming out this summer.
But with your amount of distrust, do you think you're going to get everything in that bill?
No.
Well, no.
Okay.
For sure not.
So that's the whole thing with the Earth being flat, moon landing being fake. You only know what NASA wants you to know.
Yeah.
You only know what they allow you to know. Go ahead.
That's where you have to first, like, the moon landing is fake.
Like, you have to I understand you don't think it, but put your mindset in that space. Like, okay, we don't know everything. Like, NASA's
like, just
only
like
telling us certain
open
things.
your mind a little.
I'm not disagreeing with that. Like, we have limited sources about a giant area. I agree with you there. Also, how many other people have been to space? Like, are you gonna?
Nobody.
So
there's like a
it
select,
could be
like,
the
20
only
or
credible
however many.
source.
But other like
Plus
countries
Elon.
have.
Who might be an alien? I'm convinced he's an alien. Convinced he's an alien. Just look at his I need to not eat. His progression of interviews on like Rogan, he talks so much better, and I think it's because he has more data talking to professional people who talk for a living. So he's getting better at it.
Isn't he foreign though?
Because the first time he tried talking to him, he'd ask him a question, and he'd go like this.
Oh,
well,
I don't like that at all.
You just pause. I'm like, it was like compute. How do I say
I
it?
can see that.
A little creepy. I was
Looks
convinced
like
you
an
knew.
alien.
But continue. I'm sorry.
Isn't
Elon's
his
gonna come for you?
Isn't his child's name like
XYZ alphabet T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R2D2?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Never heard of that? It's like
It's Star
XY, then like the AE together.
yeah,
A tilde.
it's
Two
weird.
dots on top of.
You haven't seen this?
He is a child.
There's a few.
Elon Musk child name. Okay, anyway. I guess like I know there's no progression of how to explain the facts, so I'll just throw that's his name.
No, start throwing the facts at me or the opinions at me.
How psycho is that? So
It's pronounced Derek.
like why would someone how do you actually it's not actually Derek. Do you know what it actually is?
Not a fucking clue. It's
But I think it's like normal.
there are shapes in there.
I know. I don't know what it is.
Q square Eric. I don't know.
I just literally had a heart attack because I saw a glowing light from over there, and my mindset.
What about ghosts? Do we believe in ghosts?
100%.
I don't
God,
even.
we
But
have
we
so-
actually
we get so
cannot
much
talk about
I've
it. It
had
freaks me out.
paranormal activity happen to me.
Okay. We'll table ghosts. We'll come back. I want to stick with we'll start with flat Earth because we've talked about it before.
It's the hot topic right now. Let's just get it out of the way.
Yeah, let's get it out of the way, and then we'll go to ones where like we both don't have strong opinions on. We can just kind of.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I'd also
Dive
like
in.
to talk about the moon landing because I very strongly believe that's not real.
100%.
Okay.
No chance in hell did that happen.
And are you basing all this off of one video you guys watched before we started this?
No, I mean a lot of our flat Earth stuff is kind of from that video.
I would agree, but
I think
like,
most of it's
more
from that video.
Yeah, most of it is, but we go and
We
I feel
also
like
look at
I've
other
looked up
things.
other
Yes.
things from it.
Okay, first off, one, NASA's never taken
I'm getting the whiteboard
a whole picture of the Earth. They have come out and said like they cannot like there's all the pictures you see of the Earth isn't just like a really zoomed out picture of the Earth. They cannot do that.
Multiple pixelated pictures together, and they have admitted like they've copied and pasted like
Yes.
pictures because you can
Because
see
this
like,
satellite circles the Earth, and then because the Earth is rotating as it circles, there's like glimpses taken out of it.
Okay.
So they've never taken a full picture of the Earth. I can't believe you're erasing that
agree.
picture. right now.
Your art sucks. It looks like a cat's on fire.
Okay, so that's the first thing. Secondly,
Wait, hold on. Let me put your counter argument so other people will be like, me. Here's the thing. Yes, Earth is such a big planet, but if we visited we've gone to Mars, have the freaking telescope out in space, we go out.
we've been far enough
We've
away.
been far enough away that we can
I don't
turn
think we
around on the
visited
way
Mars.
out and take a picture. Like, here's a picture of Earth, a full one. Like, why would we not get a full
You know what? Next time they go up,
picture?
I'll make sure they have a cell phone on them. They can just.
But not even that. Like,
Or
we
like a
have
satellite.
we have all the technology in the world right now. Why not do it? We have cars that can drive themselves. We literally have robots roaming the Earth right now. Like, why can't we just go out there when we go out there to go to Mars? Like, we just landed a rover on Mars again. when we went out there to go set that up, why would we not take a picture of the Earth if we still don't have one? Like, what's the big deal? Why can't we get one?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Somewhere in the Bible,
Oh, good. Fucking God.
it says something about how the earth is a flat plane with a dome over top, and then the heavens rise above the dome. It literally says, I don't know the correct word for it, but it says like
It's just a plane, like a
Yeah.
flat plane, and there's like
a dome.
there's like ground underneath.
So the Bible says we're all part of the Truman Show.
I don't know what the.
I don't know what that
You've
I've
never
seen
seen
that
this
with,
movie? Jim Carrey.
Yes. Yeah, I've seen that.
So there's just
So it's
it's
basically-
us, a dome, and
So
then
it's
like
literally like that, except it's like a circle,
okay.
and then there's like a dome over it. So it's like a half sphere, basically.
So wouldn't that make it kind of round then, anyways, according to the Bible?
No, because it's still flat. It's not a circle.
I think you guys think that when we say it's flat,
Like
it's like a
when you
square.
say flat,
No.
this is what I imagine. Is this fucking whiteboard?
no, like it's like a circle with a dome on top, like a half sphere.
Or
Oh, okay, hear me out. This is your
A firmament.
yes,
They said there's a flat plane with a firmament covering the plane.
exactly that.
Yes.
this is the world. Okay.
Yep.
Here's the sun.
What
It-
would be up in the sky?
Well, it's got to rise at some point, doesn't it? So it goes up, and then it sets.
Yes.
But it always rises here. How does it get from here to here?
Well, no one said that the sun. Like, no one said that.
And you
like,
just drew it.
yeah.
It does that.
So it
Goes
now
under the
just
earth.
goes. We just cock it back like a gun, and then.
Well, no one said that like planet orbitation, orbit and rotation were a thing in the flat Earth theory. Gravity's not a thing in the flat Earth theory.
Good God, I feel like I'm in a Dr. Seuss book with you two. This is.
Okay, so that's second. Third. What are we talking about? The flat Earth. My trip.
Wait, are we putting legit like reason from the Bible? Like that's number 2.
No. That's not the reason.
I mean,
So
that says it in the
basically, It's
Bible.
just like showing like what
Hey,
it
Rue.
is. So like,
Get off the table.
people from
He just wants to be in it.
people from before Christ's time, and like when the Bible was like becoming a thing, they had an idea that the earth was flat. Like that's the way that they drew it out to be. Like they didn't think it was a sphere when earth was first a thing.
Okay.
Granted, we didn't have the technology, we don't have the science behind it. I understand that. But that is like just like an idea of like where it comes from, like why we think that the earth is flat, like why some people might think it.
Okay.
Okay.
The whole idea of the flat Earth theory is that the map is what the
United Nations.
the United Nations like map is, or like their like slogan, or what's it called, logo. They're saying that is the flat Earth map. So like Antarctica and the Arctic
Let me see that, please.
surround the entire Earth.
I'm glad I went and got this.
Surround the entire Earth, and that's kind of like the barrier that keeps everyone in. Planes are not allowed to fly over those areas.
Over what areas?
Over Antarctica and
But
the
don't they
Arctic.
fly over them?
They never fly over the poles.
Okay.
They are not allowed to. Every
So
flight directs you
basically-
away from them. Gotta keep it in this.
Oh, good lord.
On a flat Earth. So this is just a circle, like flat.
You are not even in the camera.
This
or...
is just a circle flat. It's so hard. Rue. Flat Earth. But basically, Antarctica's on the outside of it, and it literally just wraps around. It wraps around the Earth, and it like Camri said, it counts as like the barrier for Earth. Like you can't go past it, you can't go in it.
You can't
'Cause
go
once
over
you
it.
go into
You can
it,
go, yeah.
You can go into it like a certain amount, like a certain distance, but once you get too far, people literally come and get you and push you back out.
You can't go into the Arctic without having supervision or someone else with you.
Yes.
You
And
can go on small explorations of it.
Give me the whiteboard.
And flight plans and stuff, don't fly through Antarctica. Don't fly over it, because if you get too far over it, like, there's the ledge. Like, you'll fall off.
Maybe it's just not like feasible or safe to fly over because there's nothing there. If you have a crash landing.
Is there anything over the water,
Hey.
over the ocean?
Hey,
Push him off.
Yeah, you can just shove them off you.
listen.
Rube, come here. Come here. Come sit right here. Ruby.
So you made it sound like Antarctica is
It's literally like an ice wall around the
Yes.
entire flat Earth.
so we have Earth, and this is Antarctica. Is this?
No. That's just the Bible version.
No, this isn't a square. This would be a circle, like a flat circle.
Okay, Jesus fuck. Circle.
So Antarctica circles around here.
Uh-huh.
This is just the covering over. Give me this.
Oh, okay. I see what you're
So
saying.
it's like this, and then there's like a sphere that goes over it, like a.
Okay, yeah, I
You know
get
what
it.
I'm
I get
saying?
it. So
Like if this was a circle.
no,
Antarctic would be this white part.
basically
This
what
would
you're
be the
saying is
further
we
part.
live in a snow globe, and the bottom part of the snow globe
Yeah.
around it is Antarctica.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes no fucking sense.
Like we said, we don't actually believe in it. It's these are so fun to think about.
Yeah. Like if
It's just
you
like
think-
interesting to be like, whoa, what if it was like this? Come here.
I'm trying to wrap my head around how they got Antarctica is the base of a snow globe, but
No, you're
Not the
literally
base.
thinking
You're
wrong.
being
Give
so
me
dumb.
This. Wait, stop. I got it.
It's
the
literally
whiteboard.
this.
No, the whiteboard. The white part is Earth. The brown
Yeah.
part is Antarctica.
Yeah.
Wrapped around it.
And then there's a dome over this.
no, I get it. I'm just trying to see like from like the map we do have now or the round.
But anybody can make a round
Just-
Earth map.
Let me finish. But like there is like zero correlation to that.
What do you
Like
mean?
if you're trying to, how do I put this? Anyone can make a flat like round map like you were saying, but if there is supposed to be some similarity to it, like Antarctica isn't big enough to get around.
But you don't know that. Again, you only know what the
Haven't people
government
been to
wants you
Antarctica?
Only certain parts. They only allow them
I'm
to go into like a little section.
I'm sure the government's been farther in, but like if you're a common person, you're like, I want to go to Antarctica. They'll only let you go.
Do you believe in lizard people?
No, but we were talking about that the other
Yeah.
day.
Okay, what about it?
Was it with Ryan
I think it was with the boys. We just think it's kind of absurd.
that people think that?
That there are lizard people?
Yeah.
I like that conspiracy better than Antarctica surrounds Wisconsin.
Oh my. My final point is the trip from the Philippines to Los Angeles.
Yeah, your Alaska one where it's like they go from here to here, but they end up here.
They go from, here's Asia. Here's the Philippines. Here's Alaska, United States. Okay? They had to go, here's LA. They had to go from here to here. Mid-flight, a woman goes into labor. So they make an emergency landing in Alaska.
Which is
on
a round Earth.
On a round Earth map, this makes no sense. But if you put it on a flat Earth map, and here's the Philippines, the way it is like the U.S. is then like that. If that's Florida, this is Alaska. And they
California.
would have landed straight into Alaska. Let me pull up a flat Earth map for you.
I'm gonna say this very kindly, but you draw at a kindergarten level.
I'm not artistic at all.
This, I wish was a little darker, but what is that?
That's the United States on a flat Earth map.
Inside Alaska.
Okay, look. So they were going from the Philippines right here.
You were not even talking into a microphone.
Sorry. I need to be close to you, so we're just cuddle for a second. They were going from the Philippines over here, right? This is the Philippines. That's off Asia. To Los Angeles. And the emergency flight would have landed them in Alaska before they would have gotten to Los Angeles, making it smarter that they would have landed there first. On a flat Earth map. Does that make sense now?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But anyone could make that flat Earth map.
Agreed.
This
and
is
anybody
the
can make a
flat
round Earth.
Earth map, though. This was around before that flight pattern happened.
This is the United Nations logo.
Yes.
This right here. This is it. So all the nations combined, the United Treaty that they signed, Treaty of Versailles or whatever it is.
And that
This
treaty,
is the
Well, they
treaty.
can't
This
get an
is the
entire
logo.
globe on the
that
T-shirt.
treaty
Well, why
said
not?
they can't go into Antarctica. That treaty they made with the flat Earth map, they signed in like the 60s or something. I can't remember when it was. Said no one's allowed to go in the Arctic, the Antarctica or the Arctic, without.
Like, why wouldn't they make it a
Supervision.
flat Earth or a round Earth logo? Like, why did they have?
That looks like it cuts half of it off.
But why did they have to do it like flat? You could easily do Earth map.
I think
Like
it's,
that.
I think
Like,
it's more of like
Why
a
couldn't it have been a flag with literally this
with what? I can't see anything.
Sorry. Why couldn't this been the logo?
It doesn't look good.
on a flag? A United Nations flag? See it now at a meeting. That flag waving? That would make sense.
No.
This would make sense.
That looks like a table mat you give to
This
a
would make
2-year-old
sense.
trying
Okay,
to
but
learn the
this-
But
countries.
this would make sense. If you are putting all the nations together, why would you not do it on a round Earth map? Why would you put it on a flat? That's just the argument.
We're going off of logo design.
You have to read into it all. That's all.
I'm just saying, I think you're too close-minded for this
I agree.
conversation.
I'm the one that asked you guys to come on here. I'm intrigued, but I'm not buying the logo argument
So,
or the religious argument. So we have the Alaska one, which is interesting, which I will look into.
you should.
And then what was the first one? The snow globe. Does that mean Santa
That's
Claus
the
is
ori-
real?
That's the
Earth.
religion
No one's
one.
taken a picture
Oh.
of
Yeah.
The
whole
full,
Earth.
the full Earth. Okay.
moon landing.
Fake.
Fake as fuck.
A lot of people think that. Like that one's like.
I don't doubt that we've been there since.
But the first one, because it was a
100%.
race, yes.
Because it was a race. There's all the evidence from the very first time we were there has been destroyed.
How do we have archives from thousands of years ago? We can keep those safe, but we can't keep a tape of us going out into space for the first time?
Yeah. There's like in like
We
one
should
of the
just run through every possible conspiracy. This would be fun. I'm just gonna rapid fire.
Okay, but there's also like in like one of the pictures they took of them on the Earth. You know how like pictures have like crosshairs on them, like the white like the white.
Are you looking through a scope?
Sure.
Back
What
in
are
the
you-
day, they had little crosshairs.
Okay.
One of the crosshairs is like behind a person, which doesn't make sense because it should all be in front. But like they're saying if like they were photoshopped into the picture, they would have put them in front of it if that makes sense. And like there's no wind in space, and the flag was standing upright, and they said that they put a pole through the top of it, which like made it stand upright in space, but like it was still waving, which doesn't make sense.
Again, I have no idea.
I talked to my grandpa about it a lot.
Was he there?
No, but he gets very mad when I say that it was fake because he was alive for it.
Well, yeah, that's a big moment in history. Is back when I think people are a little more proud to be, American. Because at this point, I don't think a lot of people are. That was a big deal to be number one in just about everything. Actually, in everything. So taking that away from someone, especially the older people who are a little more closed-minded than maybe me sitting across from you.
No, I talked to him about it a lot though. But,
Really?
Oh.
You ever think he gets sick of hearing you be like, it's fake?
No, we kind of throw it out, and we talk about aliens too.
See, I like the alien ones.
You can't. I think you sound more closed-minded if you say that you don't believe there's other life out there.
Yeah.
Not saying they're green and
what would
mean and
scare
whatever,
you?
but
What would scare you more, if we're completely alone or we're like the bottom? Not bottom. We're like we're not alone. What would scare you more?
We're not alone. Right now.
That scares you more.
See, I
Yes,
think us
because
being
here's-
alone is scarier.
I think us
No.
being alone is way scarier.
Why? Because right now,
So that's it.
we are the only people that matter. Like, we have a purpose for being here. Like, you
What?
being on this earth right now, like,
What is the purpose?
to live a life. Like, you were granted and given a life. However, like, if there's people out there, like, you're not that important.
But
There's
see-
other people who got chosen to be on this earth.
We're
Like,
I
already
think about
not
it the
that
other
important. We're
way.
already
I
not
think
that
that
important.
if you're
Yeah.
alone, then it almost feeds more into like the simulation theory and all that stuff because like there's no one else out there. It's only
But
us.
to
Why
me,
is it only us?
To me, other people, other life out there is a threat to me. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to know. Like, obviously, I'm very curious.
Why do you assume it's a threat?
What
Just
if they're
because we know
living
nothing about
among
them.
us?
And here's the thing. They are out there, and they do know everything about us, and we know very little, if not anything.
Why do you think they know
About them.
everything about us?
Because they've been watching us, because they're just so many light years advanced than us. Like, from the sightings, from the reports, they are far more advanced. Their technology is way more advanced. Everything that they do is way more advanced. They've been on Earth and have left Earth without us knowing, without us, our government doing anything about it. Why is the government hiding them from us? Because they know that they are better than us. And as soon as the world, as soon as our Earth people find out, human beings find out that there are people who are better than us, that puts uproar in people.
Oh yeah,
Because
Braxton
it
and I talked
scares
about this
people.
before. We most people like the idea. I'll circle back. I think being alone is scarier. Yeah, thank you for being so invested
Sorry,
in this.
Chloe put
Fuck
stuff
your
on her
sister.
shoulder. Sorry.
I agree with you though. Being alone is way scarier because then I agree. It just feeds into like this is it. There's nothing else
It
to
makes
look
you
forward
care.
to.
I think it feels less like you have a
Why do
purpose
you
if you're
care?
alone. Like,
So why do you care? Like, you're gonna die.
yeah, but I guess like
By the time people get off this planet, you will be dead.
I just feel like if there's other people out there, there's a bigger purpose.
I don't get that. I really don't understand that.
I don't know.
But you just said we have a purpose.
We do right now because we're on this earth. We were chosen to
Our
be
purpose is just to
human
live.
beings.
That's it.
Yes.
Just to live.
To live.
But
and-
why
Why-
are we
but
living?
why
if
live?
There's
Why-
nothing
why
else
live?
out there? Exactly. There's nothing. I don't know how to explain it. It just
So are we living for the people in the space?
We're living out there-
Or we're doing to make them proud? You don't even know who they are. You don't even know what you're making them proud for.
You don't
Why are
know?
we changing the earth? Why does that matter? Changing like the upcoming like generations. Why does that matter?
what
to
if
them
little
up there,
aliens
they
flip
don't
through their
care.
channels and watch us
Aliens
on their
don't
TV?
care about you. They
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
But you just said they're watching us. Why would they be watching us if they don't care about us?
Because they want to take over us. It's more of like a
But if they're so advanced,
thi-
if they're
you
so
think
advanced than us, they should have just taken us over already, shouldn't they have?
I just think they're not worried about us.
But if
I
they
think
want to take us over,
Because if they can watch us and they come down to our Earth, they're probably like, wow, these people are screwed. Either way, they're going to kill themselves off anyways. Why do we care?
but if
They're on this Earth. They're not doing anything. They have no idea where we are. They have no idea what we're doing.
I think I just think of aliens. Like I don't think they're all. Like I don't think they're coming here to
but if
kill
they're
us.
so smart, wouldn't they want to be more efficient? Just get it over with.
No.
I think you think of aliens more, like not
Like
evilly,
Avengers
like
style,
gonna-
like they're coming
yeah,
to
they're
kill
gonna
us.
Yeah.
And I think of them more just like, what if they just want to come in, like see what we're like? Like what if this is their vacation spot? And when we get older, we'll vacation to Mars.
What about the idea that they're like?
Nobody on Mars.
What about the idea that it's like us from the future visiting us? Don't like that one?
No.
Like Interstellar, so
Yeah, like Interstellar
No,
stuff,
you
which
get
is
all in
also
that,
a
it just
great
is like-
fucking movie.
great movie. Okay, but here's the thing: do you believe that in time travel?
I don't know.
And what I think you're gonna
I
say is
want
what
to.
Morgan said, and it.
I want to believe it. It's more fun to believe. If you hop on me one more time, I swear to
You
God.
will.
Ruby, come here. You can come sit by
Beams
me.
for attention.
Come here, you
It's
can come up here.
gross. It's pathetic.
You sit in your room when everyone else is over here. I want to believe in it, but if everyone, I don't even know how to like go about it because anything we know about is like
I don't know
movie
enough about
wise.
time travel.
Yeah,
I just feel like. Okay, movie wise,
yeah.
Avengers,
Endgame.
Endgame, quantum physics.
Yeah,
Good
I was
Lord.
thinking that too.
What about it? You're just like you can't just say something. Physics,
But I mean, just like
science.
that, like
Quantum
quantum
physics.
physics are like a real thing. Not that like time travel's a real thing.
Yeah.
But like quantum physics are actually like a thing. And I was watching this YouTube video of this guy like kind of explaining like the science behind the Avengers quantum physics stuff. And it was just like interesting, and it was just like kind of talking about like how like you can, it changes time, like how. He said that like it in whatever realm you're in, it changes time. Not saying that we can actually go in that realm and do it, but like the microorganisms living in there, it is affecting their time, their sense of time.
That's so far over my head. It's ridiculous.
I know. So it's just
I
like
can't
thinking, it's
follow
like, hey, what
anything.
if we can actually do that? And if you believe we can do it in the future, then you have to believe that we're doing it now.
No.
Because if
Yeah.
people in the future are time traveling, then they're here now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And like the weird, have you ever seen like any of they always come up on my TikTok, like the weird videos of like people showing up randomly, or like people
Where
that,
like you see pictures and like that guy's wearing like a Nike sweatshirt in 1833 or something like that. Yeah.
or like the film, I think is what's so interesting. Is like you'll like watch something and it'll be so normal, and then a person will appear out of nowhere and like be on the street.
Yeah.
It's like stuff like that. It's just, and I know like you can edit pictures and stuff, but like I don't. It's just it's interesting to consider.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. And like the time travel thing is, again, it's so hard to, oh, I swear to God, don't jump on the, oh, I thought he was going to attack the camera.
No.
I don't even know where to begin with the time travel thing, because what would be the purpose? The only reason to come back would be to change the future, which means we're fucking something up now.
Yeah. But then like, do you play into all the time travel rules from the movies?
Exactly.
Don't
like
talk to your past self.
Yeah.
What does he say in Endgame? Don't talk to your past self. No betting on sports games. And then fucking what's his name?
It's just all the Back to the Future rules.
Yeah. And he goes, are you really going to base time travel off of Back to the Future or something like that? I don't remember what it is.
I don't know. Would you time travel if you were given the opportunity?
I would travel.
No.
No.
Because I was going to say I would travel to the future, but then again, what if the future's fucked? And then you travel there and you see it and you're like,
Then what's the point of living?
yeah.
Yeah, no.
I think it'd be really cool, though, to go back to like the 1700s or like the 1800s and like see like your ancestors. I think that'd be cool.
I would love to live
And,
in
like, the plague and
20s and all that. That would be cool.
The Roaring 20s?
Or the 70s or the 80s. I don't know.
Just like for like a week to visit it.
For a week.
So there's this
Vacation.
podcast.
You
I
think you
listen
could
to.
find like a hotel to stay in?
Well, no, but I think you could figure it out.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys are having a hard time booking a flight to Florida right now? Do you think you can book a hotel in 1920?
No, but you could like they have hotels. You just have to walk in and be like, "Can I have a room?"
Yeah.
With what money? You're from money from the future?
Yeah.
Isn't it the same?
It's the same exact money.
Does your $100 bill you have now look the same? It did 100.
I don't have a $100 bill, so don't ask me that. Got ones, fives, and tens over here, buddy.
I was
Sometimes
just gonna
20s.
say something. What were we talking about?
Well, you were talking about what?
I said it'd be cool to go back to see your ancestors. You said. I know. I'm sorry. No, I'm trying to think of. I had a thought and I lost it. Never mind. It was a good one too.
Okay, we'll move on. Alien wise, like I said, we'll rapid fire. I did bring something for all this talk. If you get underneath the table, in that blue bag, the side pocket, there's a. Yeah, that's my shoe. We'll continue. How about we'll continue the alien ones? If they're watching us, there's.
What am I looking for?
You'll see it when you find it.
This?
Nope, other pocket, other side.
I feel like you're Santa.
Might be. In this snow globe of a world, I could be Santa.
What was my thought? I'm so mad.
If we could make some hats, that'd be great.
Ha ha ha. Funny. I'm so mad I lost my thought. It's gonna drive me nuts. What were we talking
What was
about?
it regarding? Why are you throwing my stuff now? What
I
if
said
there were
it'd be
other things
cool
in
if
there?
I don't care.
If we traveled back and saw our ancestors.
That's it?
And then no, but then you said
You want to
go
see
to the
great grandma
20s
Gertrude?
or the 70s or the 80s.
Then Roaring 20s. And I said you probably wouldn't even be able to check into a hotel.
It was before that. Never mind. Fuck, I'm mad.
Do you think the aliens helped build the pyramids? Just getting right back into it.
Is that a theory?
We were moving past the aliens.
We all agree aliens are real.
Okay. Yeah, but to what extent have they helped us? Are we alien experimentation?
Well, there's the Roswell event.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Explain.
Me and my grandpa talk about it a lot.
Okay.
I don't.
Wait. Koski, do you have 3.5 hours of free time?
No.
Ever? Like, if you do, there's this podcast Joe Rogan has on 2 scientists.
I remembered my
It's
thought.
so good. Talks about the Roswell
I would like to listen to that. You should send that to me.
experience. and like just talks about
Talking about the Bob Lazar one.
no, talks about like aliens, and it talks about how that bill is coming out where they have to release all the information. It's really cool.
I think I've seen it because you've brought this up to me before, and I pulled it up, and you're like, yes, and I'm like, I've already listened to this.
Oh, well, clearly you don't remember it, so you should re-listen to it.
So there's a podcast called Crime Junkies.
Okay.
I'm sure Morgan's heard of it. I listen to it all the time. They just like tell true crime stories. But the main girl in it did a spin-off one called Supernatural. And basically it's the same as Crime Junkies, but she does all stories that like cannot be explained. That like are just like really weird occurrences, whether it's like a paranormal activity, reincarnation, time travel, like disappearances, anything like that, like that can't be explained or like are just so weird. She reports on them, and they are the most interesting thing. Like the stuff she talks about, like with reincarnation and stuff that like.
No, give me a reincarnation that
Camri's really
can't be
big into
explained.
reincarnation.
I am, and I think I was talking to Ryan about it. I think that's Buddhism or something. I feel like it's got to be real. I was listening to one this morning where basically these two girls were like killed in a car accident really young at like 11 and 12 or something like that. And their parents were like, we're going like they were killed in a car accident and they tried having another kid. They ended up getting pregnant with twin girls. Long story short, they ended up having the same birthmarks as them at like the age of like 2 to like 6. They were talking about their past life and like the things they used to do, and they would like recognize people and be like, oh my God, that's that person. And like stuff that like 1 at that age you shouldn't know, 2 like wouldn't be able to. And
that would freak me the fuck out as a parent.
And 3, the parents agreed never to talk about the kids like in front of the new daughters.
Oh, like they never were a thing. Like
Yeah.
you guys don't. Holy shit.
Are you choking? Do you want
okay?
water?
On an M&M, yeah.
But because the dad.
But like they've never had, as far as they know, they don't have older sisters.
Yes, and because the dad, as soon as the parents died and they found out that the wife was pregnant with twins, he was like, it's our daughters reincarnated, like they're coming back. And the wife got so fed up with it, she's like, stop talking about it. Like these daughters, like I don't want our new daughters to know anything about them. We're not talking about them. And so like, and then they would talk about like their older sisters. And then like, or like that used to be us. And like the girl that talks about it, her name's Ashley Flowers. She was like, yes, you can make the argument like, hey, maybe they talked about it and the toddlers overheard a conversation they had one time or whatever. But like, still, it doesn't explain how they knew all these random people from their past life that they hadn't met yet or.
And also, a toddler's like brain is not that developed for it to like play off of like one conversation and make it into like this huge thing.
Could it also be? Because, I mean, again, you're only hearing this. I mean, you're not hearing directly from these parents, are you? You're just hearing
no, they weren't. No.
These people tell a story. Mm-hmm. So, obviously, this is, like, third hand. You're getting this information. Could this also be exaggerated, 1, to a point, and 2, Braxton and I talked about this before, but people tend to, like, look for signs. So, when he found out they're having twins and his first thought were these are our daughters reincarnated, do you think he subconsciously is looking for signs that his 2 daughters did beforehand?
And she said that. She was like, you could say that this guy was,
he was looking
for something.
Yeah.
But they had a doctor come in and like test their DNA, and I was getting ready this morning, so I was like not listening. But something about their DNA, they were like supposed to be identical. Their DNA was identical twins to the older sister's DNAs, like relatively. I don't remember. I wasn't listening super closely, but like stuff like because she was even like, some could say, okay, he's looking for signs. He wanted it to be them, but like they brought in like doctors and like psychologists and stuff, and they were like, this doesn't make sense. And like she's done another one on like this. And then
what kind of doctors? Like voodoo doctors? Like the witches you guys believe in with the crystal ball, long fingernails?
You should actually listen to it. It's
really
it's
interesting. It's interesting, yes.
And there's then she's like, well, this wasn't the only time this story, like reincarnation, like has been proven. Like then she did another one where like this guy knew he was dying of cancer, and he like, they're a Buddhist community, and they're like, he was like, I'm gonna come back as your son. And she wasn't pregnant. She ended up getting pregnant with a son. It was her dad that passed here. Son. And then he like recognized his like ex-wife and was like, that's my lover at like 4 years old. And they were like weird stuff like that.
Do you believe in reincarnation?
Me? I don't know.
And to what
I don't really believe in anything.
So if you believe in reincarnation, then you can't believe in ghosts. right?
Well, what if ghosts is just purgatory?
Ooh.
I don't like that.
That's a good idea. Like,
Because
what if
that just
hell
puts-
is ghosts? And what if like heaven is being able
No,
to come back to someone
purgatory
else?
would be ghosts. Like you don't get to go back to like what if we're
Exactly,
what if we're
that's
in
hell.
heaven, kind of thing, and purgatory is ghosts. So like if you did well, you get a good body next. You did
I
bad,
agree.
you get a bad
That's what
body.
she's
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Like that the ghost would be like the hell. If you did bad, you're gonna stay as a ghost. But if you were
Reincarnation,
good,
you
you'd
get
be
to be-
reincarnated to a person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
heaven.
Yeah. Do you believe like you could like reincarnate into like your cat? Also, you said it was this girl's dad who looked at her and was like, "I'm coming back as your son. Like I'm coming out of you."
Yeah, weird.
Fucking weird. I would check his history before we believe in the reincarnation part. Like,
Very weird.
hey, were you touched? Kind of thing.
Ew.
But you should listen to it. It's just weird to think about.
What other ones? Because I like that. I mean, again, there's stories of stories.
Yeah.
But
There's like was 9/11 planned or was it?
I don't even want to talk about 9/11.
Or then we won't talk about 9/11.
What are other ones?
JFK killed Marilyn Monroe.
Illuminati.
Illuminati.
Which kind of
I'm
goes
not
into
into that,
that.
but you're into that.
I just think
I like the secret society things.
Yes.
But I think there are 100% secret societies. Do I believe in Illuminati? I don't know.
Do I believe the
Do I
Illuminati is
think they
killing
actually
people?
do a whole lot? Not really. I think
would
it's
agree.
more
think it's more
people
so
have
like-
them so you can get dirt on other people, and then you
Or
have
just like, hey, you're an A-list celebrity. You're like invited to like this society. Like, I don't think anything really comes of it.
yeah.
I agree. I don't think they go around
It's a
actually killing
status
people,
thing.
but I do think that maybe like they have influence.
Yes.
Like they can say, "Hey, us 7 or however many will
Should we
go
start
this
our own?
way." We should.
Yeah.
We're the Roo Cats.
No.
Is cancer?
There's a cure for cancer.
There's a cure for cancer.
Easily.
What about no chemtrails?
What is that?
That I believe I could be so wrong on this. I was introduced to the thought of chemtrails right after high school, and it was the stuff you see coming out of the back of a plane, like, is cancer. Yeah, it's a little weird.
Or pollution.
Yeah, which
But
could
that's
also
why-
be cancer.
So
Everything is cancer. Pop-Tarts are cancer. Like, literally everything.
yeah,
I don't know. I think the government makes way too much money off of cancer research, cancer fundraiser,
fundraising.
everything under the sun, and we have an overpopulation problem.
Oh, we out.
Excuse you.
If you're gonna be in this, lay down and don't show your
stay
ass to the
still.
camera again.
So here's the thing: like, they just make too much money. They have too many people, and cancer gives us money and kills off, as sad as it is, enough people. Like,
Yeah.
it keeps the flow of the human population just going.
Like I think one of their arguments is that like cancer mutates so differently than anything else that's why they've never been able to create a cure, which I understand.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that at all. But like you're telling me after all these years, all these different kinds of cancer.
We were shook by a virus and came up with a vaccine in 8 months. That's
like
absurd.
one certain type of mutation or one stage of
cancer,
breast cancer. Like okay, we have a cure for stage 2 breast cancer, and you'll never get it again. You're telling me they don't have anything like that?
Yeah.
Like I know you like chemo like is a treatment, but like you can still just get it right back.
And here's my thing, and maybe I don't like pay enough attention, but I've never heard of anyone in like high up government getting cancer. Like a previous president. Like maybe I'm just like uneducated. I don't really know. Like I am uneducated for sure on like things, but like you never hear of like important people getting cancer. And I feel like it's because they have the cure, so they just give it to them.
I'm just laughing at the uneducated comment coming from an educator.
I'm educated on like K through 8 curriculum.
K through 8?
Yeah.
Oh, 8th grade. I was like, what the fuck? I thought 8th grade. How old are you when you're in kindergarten?
5.
5? And you teach first grade?
I teach any grade. I'm a sub right now.
Any grade?
Any grade.
No, the cancer thing, I mean, I believe in cancer, but cancer spreads. That's why it's hard not to just target one area.
Yeah.
That's why I know
but like
nothing
Camri
about.
was saying,
I'm not.
if you catch it in like a stage 1.
Like,
That's
I get,
why
like-
it's probably more like easily curable because it's in a concentrated area
Yeah.
versus throughout the entire body.
Yeah.
Whereas COVID is like an extreme flu.
Yeah. I don't know.
What is that's going back to your chemtrails thing that you said?
Yeah, don't quote me on that because that's
I
probably
know,
so
but
wrong.
so what's funny about that is so we don't eat gluten. And my
Is
mom,
that by choice or like an intolerance?
celiacs,
Okay.
which is
No idea what that means.
basically your body can't process
Gluten.
Gluten is the protein within wheat.
Okay.
So when you have celiacs, your body can't process that protein. And so you can just keep eating it if you want, like get upset stomachs. But because your body can't process it, it eventually builds up in your colon and you can develop colon cancer.
Okay, so you don't eat bread, long story short.
Yes, but the reason why I know this is because my mom, like, was told, like, let's say, like, 8 years ago that she had celiacs. And she was like, how did I get this after living my whole life without it?
Mm-hmm.
Because of all the chemicals and processing they now put into foods. That's why you're seeing so many more people coming out that are like, I'm gluten intolerant or whatever. Or dairy intolerant or whatever. Because there's so many chemicals and so much processing going to all the foods we eat now.
So the chemicals are causing a gluten intolerance?
Or something, yeah, something to that extent. Or, like, causing your body not be
I
able
was
to
going to
process
say, like,
certain things.
this kind of seems like a brand new thing, everyone being gluten intolerant.
It's because of, like, the way, that's what the doctor told my mom, at least. It's like the way things are getting processed and there's so much processing, so many
It
chemicals.
puts chemicals into your body and it doesn't allow your body to function the way it's supposed to function. Like breaking down a protein like gluten, breaking down like glucose, breaking down.
So the chemicals are
something in dairy,
giving
like,
some people's bodies a handicap when it comes to breaking down certain.
basically, yeah. And
Okay.
eventually it'll happen to everybody,
Yeah.
depending on how much processed food you eat, how much like
I only eat cheese.
organic food or anything like that. Like it just depends on like your diet. Like it'll eventually happen to everybody. I think like everybody will have an intolerance. Everybody has an intolerance to it.
To gluten or the chemicals?
Gluten to an extent.
To an extent. What's the thing with like lactose? Like aren't we not supposed to be drinking milk?
Like, we were weaned off of milk as a
Yeah.
child. Like, you weren't supposed to, like, because there's so many hormones and stuff in
Yeah.
it. Like, think about it, it's the same, the milk we drink is the same milk that they're giving to their offspring that they're eventually weaned off of it. Like, calves.
Yeah.
So, like, we're not supposed to drink it because it's just, like, hormone, I don't know.
And also, how do we have so many different milks now? Like, those can't be that great. Like, that's going to come out soon. Just be like, almond milk kills.
Yeah, something. Or what I don't understand is, like, why,
Oh
like,
my
if you are, like, lactose intolerant, can you have Lactaid? Not Lactaid.
Yes, that's the
If
point
you're
of it.
dairy free, can you eat lactose free stuff?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or can you eat stuff with lactose in it? Like I don't understand that.
I don't
like
either.
what's the difference between lactose free and dairy free?
I don't know because, like, my parents get lactose-free milk. But it's, like, normal. It's not like almond milk or oat milk. It's, like, normal milk, but it's lactose-free. Like, is that what people are intolerant to?
What
This
is
seems like
lactose?
this just seems like something that'd be like a quick and easy fix if we Googled it.
I guess
Like
you're
a real quick one, the difference between lactose and dairy free.
right. Like, we're talking, like, what
Am
is
I
it?
like it's
I know.
are
Look it
aliens
up.
real? Like how our conspiracies have gone to. Can you drink milk? I can drink milk. Do you like milk? I don't like. I'm not even a huge fan of milk.
Can you have lactose?
Yeah, you guys are just you're dairy free and gluten free. That's it.
Okay, here we
Yeah.
go.
I thought there were like 9 things you guys were free of.
The main
No, just
difference
those
is
two.
that lactose-free products are made from real dairy, while dairy-free products contain no dairy at all. Dairy-free products are made from plants such as nuts or
But-
grains. Neither
didn't
lactose-free
answer
nor dairy-free products contain lactose.
But when you say you're intolerant to dairy, is that the lactose or the dairy?
Oh, here we go. Lactose intolerance is caused by not having enough of the enzyme lactase, which is needed to break down lactose, the sugar found in milk and other dairy products. Milk allergy is a true food allergy caused by
Thank you for that wonderful audio. You know, you're speaking to the microphone.
I don't fucking know. I don't understand it. I don't understand a lot of things.
Most people with lactose intolerance can manage the condition without having to give up dairy products.
But then you can just drink milk and take a Lactaid and you're fine.
Yeah.
I got cheese curds Saturday night. First off, Saturday night, I locked myself out of the apartment. I literally leave Jack and Morgan in Milwaukee, and I was like, I feel so tired from Friday night.
Wait, what? Oh, Friday night was your birthday. Wait, which day was your birthday?
Friday night. And then Saturday, we woke
I saw
up.
like birthday pictures like the entire weekend. I'm like, please don't be one of those. It's my birthday weekend.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, Miss Princess over here. I can totally see it.
But no, so Saturday we like go to like to a bar downtown, and it's like 9:30, and I'm like, you guys, I'm so tired from yesterday night. I just want to go home and lay down. And I was like, hey, bye. So I get an Uber by myself, leave. I'm damn near on Loomis, and I'm like, I don't have keys to get into the apartment. So my poor Uber driver turns around and head back to Milwaukee. I call Morgan. I'm like, I need your keys, and she's like, we're just gonna be home in a little bit, like. See if you can like go to Ryan's and just Uber home when you get home. I was like, perfect. So I call Ryan. I'm like, Ryan, I need to go to your house. Like, I have no way to get in right now. Can I just like go to your house for a couple hours? And then when Morgan gets home, I'll leave. And he was like, yeah, that's totally fine. So then he turns back around, the Uber driver, and drives me not to my destination.
How expensive was this Uber? Let's start there.
Well, to start, it was only $20. I know, but then I tipped him $20.
It's like $20 to just go one way. You went
I know
3 ways.
I know. Well, because he never had me rechange the address. Because I was constantly on the phone trying to figure things out, so we were just like driving in circles.
This is hands down the nicest Uber driver.
For sure.
He was from Colorado. He's in PA school. I know about all about his life. He played soccer in college in a school in Pennsylvania. Then now he's going to UWM. Like, I know all about him. But he was the nicest guy.
Okay.
And I tipped him the bill because I was like, this was what that Uber should have been.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, getting on to the cheese curds.
I had
In
two.
my face, you just
Sorry,
dropped.
I was trying to go. I had 2 servings of cheese curds at the Mecca.
Granted, not allowed to eat cheese or gluten. Both of which cheese curds only contain cheese and gluten.
I literally thought I was dying. Like,
Did you shit your pants?
no, but
It's got to be like just some nasty gas.
yeah, normally, but I was like, I did not feel great. I was literally like, I'm gonna throw up, like the entire night, like, cause I was in and out of sleep, could not sleep. I just was like, I will throw up. It was.
From cheese curds. Man, I think it just ended at that point for me. If I can't enjoy a double serving of cheese curds.
They're so good.
I haven't had a cheese curd in a year.
What's the number one thing you miss?
Cheese curds.
That's it?
Yeah, that's the one.
When did you guys start doing your
I started in March last year.
And
She's
you-
been doing it for a while.
well, she started over last Saturday.
Yeah.
August.
She cheats it a lot. I don't cheat mine.
Like every now and then I get Krispy Kremes. I just know that like I'm gonna be miserable. So like if we have stuff going on, like I won't do it. Like if I have nothing going on a Sunday, I'm gonna get Krispy Kremes every now and then.
You know, there's no like pill you can take.
But that's with lactose. You can take Lactaid,
Yeah.
which is what a lot of people that are like lactose intolerant will do, and then you should be fine.
But
Celiac
there's no like glutaid.
I wish.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I think if I had to give up bread, I would say just like
But
aliens
there's-
take me
There's
away.
so many like options, like
Like so
substitute.
many gluten-free breads now.
Yeah, but like I don't want
Like I
to
went to
have to
Culver's
do
today and
that.
got a cheeseburger and fries.
I was stressed when I bought your giant bag of Chick-fil-A fries and sauce for your birthday for you.
That was great.
I was stressed for you that you couldn't eat them.
No.
Imagine if
But
it
you
was
get
for
used to
myself.
it. Like you get used to knowing what you can have and know what you can't. Like you can go to we can get grilled nuggets from Chick-fil-A. We can get any grilled sandwich because they have a gluten-free bun.
Yeah, but no one likes. I mean, people
I know,
like
no
it,
one likes
but
I don't.
people
it
like the
sucks.
normal one.
I know. That's why I always eat the fries.
Just the fry. I love that you guys still have the sauce. You just toss it. That would have been a waste, actually. Like I probably would have tossed it just like in the bag.
Oh no, I go there and will ask for 7 Chick-fil-A sauces,
7.
and then they give me 2, and then I say, "Can I have 5 more at the window?" Every time I go, and
They-
then I just store them here.
They have to have boxes of those things there. Just boxes.
You can get a squeeze bottle now.
Where in the store?
No, at Chick-fil-A because they
Really?
make like, weird off-brand ones at the store.
Yeah, you can actually like. To be honest, I've made my own Chick-fil-A sauce. It tastes the
It's-
exact same.
'cause
Yeah,
it's just like what mustard and barbecue. sauce.
barbecue honey. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, if you go to Chick-fil-A, you can get a bottle for like $2, and it's like
How
this
big's
big.
a bottle? Really?
Yeah,
Does it taste the same? Because
Yeah.
sometimes when they make it like that,
no,
it's a
tastes
little
the same.
off.
It's so good.
You know, I've only had the Chick-fil-A sauce there, and how many sauce? Like We started on aliens and we're talking about ketchup
Chick-fil-A
packets.
sauce.
Yeah.
No, they have
What's the Polynesian
Yes,
sauce
it's in our
everyone talks
fridge.
about? What is it?
It's like sweet and sour.
Okay, that's
But
what
I
I
think
figured.
they also have a sweet and sour sauce.
So then what's the difference?
I don't know. You can't go there and not get Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yeah, you have to. I saw a video where someone took their chicken and put the patty in the bag and put the Chick-fil-A sauce in the bag and the Polynesian sauce and shook it up. So they coated the chicken and then put it back on the sandwich. I want to try that so bad. But I only want Chick-fil-A on like Sunday because I eat very well Monday through Friday. Saturday I'll do we'll be out. Come Sunday when I'm like, all right, I can order out food. I'll do whatever. I'm like, Chick-fil-A sounds good. Oh, wait, can't fucking get it. Their business would double if they opened on Sunday.
Because you know how often I'm hungover and I'm like, Chick-fil-A sounds great.
Yeah, that's like, honestly, you could probably do just as well if you were just open Sundays.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But it sucks because there's always a fat line whenever you go there.
Oh, I am convinced. You want to know who's at the forefront of this pandemic? Culver's and Chick-fil-A.
They are profiting.
They are raking in. I have Monday through Sunday, except for Chick-fil-A, that line is in a different parking lot. I mean, it is. Chick-fil-A is efficient, though. Like, they are quick.
They are.
I think the Chick-fil-A's in Illinois, though, are so much faster. Like, this one right here takes fucking forever to get through.
No, it took me 2 minutes. I was in the Walmart parking lot, the one by your house. Mm-hmm. I was in and out in 5 minutes. There were 30 cars in front of me. And I asked for, and I quote, "Can I get a shit ton of fries?"
And they were like, "Please don't swear."
She goes, "How much is that?" I'm like, "Can I get a full bag?" You know, I can give you like a family meal. I was like, "What's that?" She goes, 4 smalls. I'm like, "Double it and put it in the bag." Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, it was great. It was so good.
It was so good.
Yeah, I think we enjoyed it more than you did.
No, I loved it.
No, we came home and ate them.
I know.
We ate
I
all
was
of them,
saving it to come home and eat it, and then I come home and they're all gone. I was like,
well, that was the plan, is everyone would come back and eat the fries. I didn't think we'd eat as much as we did before we left.
and then you guys came home before us. And
There also wasn't that many left when we got back.
There really wasn't.
There were it was basically just like little crumbs.
It filled the tiny pan and that was it.
Barely. Like, we had to spread it out.
Oh, you guys warmed them up. I bet they were great.
You know, you could go get some right now. I don't think it's only 8.
Yeah, but I don't want them right now.
Your tooth hurts? Well, we can call this so you can go fix your tooth.
No, it's okay.
And you
How
can.
do I fix a tooth? Am I a freaking dentist?
I don't know.
Frickin'
You're.
dentist?
You just gave me a whole lecture on the Earth is flat, and I mean.
If there's anything I don't know, it's dental hygiene. Not hygiene.
Again, so this is where we draw the line with you.
Dental
knowledge.
Yes, knowledge. Yeah, I definitely brush my teeth every day, floss my teeth every night. But there was a period there where I didn't go to the dentist for about 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, longest I've gone is like 2 years.
Yeah, and it really bit me in the patootie because the dentist office I went to in Whitewater, everybody knew me by my first name. I was in there almost every week. I would go in there for a new like recovery stage of whatever I was in. And everyone was just my best friends in there. They knew all about my life.
You went to
They
the
knew when I was
dentist office
graduating,
once a week?
Yeah, in the spring
Basically.
last year.
For what?
The fall last year.
Just to clean your teeth?
No, because I had so many cavities.
She had 10.
Good Lord, that is most people's worst nightmare. I dread going
How much
once
do
a
I
year.
freaking hate?
It's like she likes going.
I hate the dentist. That's why I didn't go for 4 years because I'm terrified of the dentist.
It sucks.
Yeah.
I hate everyone
And
hates
when
the
I went
question.
to college,
When's the last time you
my mom wasn't there to
flossed?
force me to go to college. So I didn't go to
Oh yeah,
dentist.
during college I think I went twice, and that was because my mom was like, "I booked it when you came back for when you come back." I'm like, "Well,
yeah."
And then that didn't even work because then I started going back for work.
I have to go on Saturday.
But I just don't like answering the questions I know I have poor answers to. It's like, how often do you brush your teeth? I'm like, usually twice a day, but to be honest, Thursday through Sunday, I'm kind of hammered when I go to bed and I pass out. When's the last time you flossed? I'm like, well, you were there. It's those common things. I don't floss. There was a period in time when I was in Miami, I flossed, I think twice a day. It was almost too much.
I floss every night. Almost every night, yeah.
I need to
Ever
start doing it
since-
more again.
Coming to the dentist and being told I have 10 cavities.
10? You had 10 at once.
I said she had 10 cavities.
I didn't
Do
listen.
you listen to your guests?
I have the entire time. I heard a lot of cavities.
Folks, now we're going to take a deep breath in
On the
through-
count of 3. 1, 2, 3, in.
And at the end of this breath, we are going to end this episode.
This is what we did while you were gone.
For 3 minutes.
Well, we were like, oh, it's so funny.
When
You
you
gotta
turn it
listen
It's
to
like
it.
a
You're gonna love
3.5 minute recording.
Oh
Did you
my God.
breathe for 3 minutes into this
it.
microphone?
No, we're
No.
doing ASMR meditation stuff.
You're gonna
Manifest.
Oh my
Fascinating.
God, were you chewing M&Ms and chicken nuggets into this
No,
one?
but
No,
we
I
were
shouldn't say
manifesting
ASMR,
everything.
But we were whispering,
Come here, Rue.
talking.
We're going to
quietly.
end this so I can go let's do it. Rue, give us a sign off.
Nothing.
Oh, he's so happy. Someone's loving him.
All right. And for those of you who tuned in tonight, good night from America and good night from Milwaukee. If you're tuning in a different time zone, good morning, good afternoon,
I hope you have a wonderful day today.
and a great sleep.
Good night.
And one more deep breath together. 1, 2, 3. In
Lizard people.
and out.
Your chin is killing my shoulder.
Trying not to laugh. My tooth hurts.
Yeah, that's what we
we're
did.
ending this. If we're breathing in it for the last 5 minutes.
Oh, wait.
Thank you, guys. Cheese. 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 Cheese.